Hello everybody and welcome back to session. Just as a friendly reminder, this is not a substitute for therapy.
Thank you for that, Yvette. And I know you guys noticed somebody new here. We have my friend Vanessa here. She did us the honor of coming and recording with us today. So I'll let her tell you a little bit about herself.
Okay. My name is Vanessa Gutierrez. I am a licensed esthetician. I've been licensed for a little over 2 years. I offer services here in Ventura, and yeah.
She's an open book, basically. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I am.
So I've known her as my friend before, right? So I kind of saw her through her journey of being an esthetician when she was at home first, and I was like, hurry up so I can get a facial.
Yeah.
But you know, I think much like us, it's kind of like a journey to get licensed and all
For
of that.
sure.
And of course, I think tying in the whole aspect of self-care, which as mental health advocates and licensed therapists, we it's very important. And so trust me, I take advantage of it. I fall asleep when she's doing my lash lift and my facials, and I get embarrassed. And I always
appreciate it. It's like good feedback for me. You know?
That's what I say. I'm like, it's okay if you fell asleep, but I feel a little embarrassed. I was like, I hope I'm not snoring. And I tell her, I always feel like I'm here, but then I realize like I'm walking around in your room when I should be laying down, and then that's when I realize, oh shit, I fell asleep. But it's always, and then her area is so serene, and like there's a big window, and it's just so nice. So how did you decide I want to be an esthetician? Like how were you called to this field?
I think growing up, I grew up like very like tomboyish, and I wasn't really into makeup. But I think I was forcing myself to like makeup and like that whole thing. But then my mom and like a lot of my like tias were very like big on like las manchas and like like no te das, like, you know, like put on sunscreen and like all this stuff. And then I think I've always just been drawn to like skincare and like natural beauty, that like I'm like, why do we need to alter ourselves, like if we already have like our features for like a reason, you know? Like I just want to enhance what you already have and like make you feel confident in like what you own, instead of like being like I need to go and like change this about myself, or like, you know?
Yeah.
So I think just like enhancing like women and like just like their beauty, I think is like what gives me like the satisfaction every time. So I think that's
so nice. My mom always says that too, like, no, Dios te hizo la cara así porque se va contigo, or like my mom always says that.
Yeah. So that's why I was always like, okay, like I want to be able to make people like, you know, feel good about themselves for like who they are.
And so, have beautiful skin,
right?
Yeah.
Like, girl,
she's a testament to her journey.
No, yeah, I buy a lot of skincare, so.
You're gonna have to spill the tea of what you use.
Oh, I will.
Right. Also, lash lift. You probably can't see it, but she does my lash lift.
Her lashes are like my favorite to like lift. I think.
She's just saying that.
I'm not.
I'm just kidding. She does tell me.
She has like the best lashes to work with. Yeah, because they're so like they're literally like a strip lash, like on her lash line. And I'm always like looking at them before. I'm like, damn, like why do I have that? But, like,
I'll insert a picture later. I'm just kidding. But yeah, like it's just so nice. And again, I always say like self-care is stuff that you take the time, right, and you go and do, and like it's always so nice, like the whole routine. Like, oh, I just booked my appointment, and you drive there, and you go upstairs, and you walk in, and it's just so nice.
Yeah. And I think even like building that routine of having a routine, like a skincare routine in the mornings, at nighttime, I know for me, like that's like my form of self-care and my me time. Like just like putting like
taking the time,
vibing with my music, like it's the form of self-care.
Like she's not wearing makeup.
I know, her skin is glowing.
No, I am.
What are you wearing, blush?
I'm wearing blush and like a little foundation.
It's really there.
Yeah.
It looks very natural. Yeah, your skin is so nice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So you guys should definitely check her out.
Do you have an Instagram?
I do.
What's your Instagram?
It's at BareSkinbyV, and on Instagram.
It's very peaceful. I'm just telling you guys, it's like quiet, and there's like a big window, and you can hear like the car's coming, but it's not so loud, and she
Uh-huh.
has like really calming music,
Nice.
and it just smells clean.
It just sets the tone.
Yeah, it's just so nice. Yeah.
Like, esta
I
sí
love it.
limpia. Right?
Yeah,
Huele
exactly.
limpio.
No, even her hands are like smell so good. Obviously, right? She cleans everything. But I didn't know like about like that you grew up a tomboy, because obviously I met you later on, right? But I didn't know that.
You met me still pretty young, but no, yeah.
You were
I
in
think
high school.
I was in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were dancing. You danced.
I was in dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of dance?
All styles. Yeah, it was like hip hop, ballet, contemporary. But yeah, I was a tomboy growing up. Very off-putting, I'm telling you.
No.
If I showed you a picture, you would be like, oh my god.
I think we're all very different. We grew up very
No,
different.
yeah. But I'm telling you, like,
Really?
yeah.
But you know what? I think it's, and I don't want to get too deep, right? But I think it's so awesome that it kind of came full circle. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you were inspired by your tias, basically.
And my mom, yeah. Yeah.
She was just telling me that her mom's a librarian
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
She's Betty.
out of school, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. She's like, I tell her to do TikToks.
Yeah.
And I was like, she should.
Yeah. I was telling you, like, social media is such a big, like, platform and, like, a huge part of, like, getting to where you want to be. That's what I was talking to her about, too.
And she was saying how, like, it's hard to not compare yourself.
Yeah.
And so I think that's something that even people that don't have a business tend to do.
Yeah.
Like, social media is so prevalent right now in our life
Yeah.
that it exposes you to a lot. And so she was saying that it's really hard to, like, am I doing enough? Or, like, it takes a lot of time to be consistent,
Being consistent with yourself and, like, being patient. Patience is, like, a huge, like, key thing to, like, have when you have a business or even just in life. I feel like if you want to make something for yourself, you just have to be patient.
Yeah.
And that's one thing this year I've been very, like, don't let things get to you. Just be patient. Like, everyone's journey is different. Like, things will happen to you when they need to happen, and that's just how it's supposed to be.
I was telling her I need to practice that.
It took me a while to, like,
And
finally.
even she tells me it takes time. Everything takes time.
No, it does. Yeah, for sure.
Being gentle with yourself too, especially with, like,
To
the
not be hard.
comparisons. Yeah, the comparisons with other people,
Yeah.
people that maybe started or graduated with you, and seeing where they're at. Like, we're always measuring our success through someone else's ruler, which I think we shouldn't.
Which we shouldn't be doing. Yeah. Because in effect, like, in the end, I feel like that ends up affecting your performance and, like, how you
Your self-confidence.
your self-confidence and, like, what you do for your business, and you're like, maybe I'm not meant to be doing this, or, like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, and you're just like, no, like, I did it because I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't feel like just because you're not where someone else is at doesn't mean, like, you're not gonna get there, you know?
So tell us a little bit about, like, the process to becoming a licensed esthetician. Like what do you have to do? Like, what's the process?
So you sign up for school, and pretty much in school they just show you, like, the basics, like what you're gonna learn to obviously, like, meet the criteria for the state board, which is, like, essentially the main test that you take, like, after you get certified. The one thing though that they don't show you is, like, everything else that comes with running a business and, like, making your own business. Like, that's something that I did not have any clue from, like, when I went to school, because they don't show you that. Like, that's a total different thing. You're just going simply for what you need to meet for the state board, and that's pretty much it. So literally from when I graduated to when I got my license, after that I've literally just been, like, learning how to do everything. So I'm telling you, mentally, like, it's been very, like, stressful.
And you're, like, the only esthetician. Well, I'm sure you know people that went to school with that.
Oh, no, yeah.
But like, it's really important to have, like, a network of people. Or did you have that? Or did you have people that you're like, hey?
I think with the group of girls that I had in the class, like, there was certain people that obviously took it a lot more serious, and, like, others were, like, kind of, like, just doing it, like, for fun.
Yeah.
Whereas I was seeing it more like, no, like, I want to do this, like, as a career, like, this is something I want to do. So I did have, like, a group of girls, but then from there you kind of have to, like, network and, like, find people that graduated 2 years ago, 5 years ago. The girl that I ran from, she graduated, like, 7 or 8 years ago, and, like, through her I've met, like, other people, and, like, from there you just kind of, like, meet different people, and it's crazy how, like, many people you can meet, and, like, just each person brings you, like, a new, like, learning experience. So
And
It's
so
a lot.
it's important to have people skills too, right? 'Cause
Yeah, that is
Mhm.
important.
they don't teach you that
Mm-mm.
in any school either. Like,
And I work
hey,
customer service a lot, so like I
Mm.
think I have like I can talk.
oh yeah,
So-
she worked at Starbucks.
Okay.
Mhm. I worked at Starbucks. Yeah.
How was Starbucks? What is the best experience you had at Starbucks and the worst experience you had at Starbucks?
At Starbucks, the best experience is probably the people I met through work, because I still like talk to them
Yeah.
and like hang out. They're like my bestest friends now. And then the worst. Damn,
There's so many.
they put you to work. They put you to work there. Starbucks workers are underpaid for sure.
Which
But
sucks because the coffee is obviously overpriced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's been like a lot of like, and we won't have to
We
get
won't
into
even go
it,
into that because
but like
that
the
whole thing
union
is
and
like,
all of that stuff and how they
Mhm.
didn't want them to unionize and like they
Yeah.
fire people and that's crazy.
It's crazy.
So you go through school and then you decide I want to have a business. Where did you start?
Actually, before that, how long is the school process?
They changed it the year after I finished, but mine was 6 months. And you have to meet, I believe it was
Oh.
like 1,000 hours or 1,500. It's one of those. So you have like to meet your hours, and then after that, you get certified. From there, you have to schedule your own date for the test, and then you take it.
Do they help you prepare for the state board?
They do,
But not really.
but not too much. No.
How do you
It's very bare
schedule your
minimum.
hours though? Like how do you, because like for us, there's places that will take interns, but how do you do that? How do you
Like where I'm at right now?
Well, how do you count? Like how do
How
you
did
get your
you do
1,000
it?
hours,
Yeah.
your 50?
Was it when
Oh,
you were
you
in
clock
school?
in there.
Oh,
There
you
was
do
like
that school.
there was like a tablet, and you would clock in like for work. Like it's like you
Oh,
just put
okay.
in your number, and then you just like it clocks you in for your hours.
While you're going to school.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And then you
Cool.
clock out. Mm-hmm.
So it's like that would be hard to find people to be
Yeah.
like, hey, please.
Oh no, yeah. And then from there you would get. They would have like their own. We would get like clients like for free. They would go in and like get. That's how we would get like our work in too. Working on each other and then working like on like strangers that would come in, that knew about like that we offered like free services pretty much, and then yeah. Mm-hmm.
How long does that take you? Like the 6 months or like?
We didn't get into like working on people for like maybe like 3 months in. So it's like you have to like learn first and then like okay we can like.
So the 3
Start
months you
practicing.
practice basically, and 3 months you learn this skill. Oh,
Mhm.
that's cool.
And then throughout you're like learning like for like state board, even though like it wasn't really like that. They didn't go into it too much for like the actual test.
What is the test?
You have they changed it because of COVID. Before it was like you have to be like a hands-on one, and then there was like a written. So now it's just written. And I think that's why a lot of people now are starting to like venture into this, is because now they don't require that hands-on one, and it's just like a written test.
Did you do a hands-on one? Or was
No.
Oh, okay. That's kind of how like for us they said that it was. Like,
They
verbal.
ruled it that year.
Oh.
So I would have, but then I'm telling you,
You're
COVID
like,
happened.
Yes.
Yeah, part of me I was like, oh my god.
I'm sure it's really nerve-wracking because they're
No,
just
it
watching
is.
you.
Yeah. So they're literally watching you, and they hated our school. So like a lot of people would just get failed.
Oh, let's not say the school. I
Let's
guess.
say the school. No, yeah. So
I
they
was
would,
about to ask.
no, yeah, they would like find ways to like purposely fail you, is what I heard. Yeah,
Why?
just because they did
Ah,
not like the school that we went to.
That sucks.
Wow.
And I'm sure that school's not cheap either. All I've heard that
Oh no.
like hair school, like
Oh,
all of that stuff. Like
mhm.
I've heard that it's really expensive.
No, it is. Yeah.
And everybody's like, and they don't really teach you a lot.
And it's really my experience there was very, very different. Our teacher left us like almost like 2 months prior to graduating.
What?
They had to get like a cosmetology teacher that had nothing to do with esthetician stuff, like pretty much run our class.
Really?
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah. So.
And they charge you guys full price?
Yeah.
How is that?
How's that legal?
I know. We tried fighting it, but I mean, like,
Maybe
It was
that's
just-
why the board
maybe that's why they
doesn't like
changed
the
it.
school.
Yeah. No, yeah. It was hard. It was hard, but I'm happy with how everything has been.
It's worked out.
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, yeah, you have a business that's growing.
Mhm.
Um,
I think knowing that like I did it on my own, and like that's just very like satisfying for me. It's
Yeah.
like I didn't need to like, you know, I did struggle, but I feel like that's part of like everything. That's just
Yeah.
like part of life, is like you have to struggle to get to the other side, you know, to like
Yeah.
finally be like, okay, like I'm there, you know.
yeah. What
So-
was the biggest hurdle to starting your business?
I think definitely first was like everything that you need to like service clients, and then also just building clientele. I think that's always going to be a thing until I get to where I want to be. But I think building clientele is like definitely like it can mess with your like mental. Because I was telling you, I'm like you just question yourself a lot.
Yeah.
You're like, why am I not fully booked, or like why this person, like, you know, that's why I'm like, no, like it'll happen. So luckily I've been like getting busier, and I've definitely like been meeting a lot of people, so it's like I'm telling you, just everyone just has their own little, when their time comes, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's
I think
so
the
true.
more exposure you get, at least this is my mentality, the more exposure you get to getting new clients, it's the word of mouth.
It really is. Like it comes from the clients that you get. Like they tell people, and that's just like pretty much like I've noticed that that's like a huge way to get like people like coming to you.
Yeah.
It's just word of mouth. And social media, but like word of mouth is very like, because if people see you, and they're like, oh my god, I went to, you know, so and so, and then they'll be like, oh, you know, oh damn,
or
you
who
know?
did your lashes,
or who did it, like if they see a person like, oh my god, who did your lashes? You're like, oh, this person, and then I'll be like, because I like to ask my clients like, oh, like if they're new, I'm like, oh, like how did you hear of me? And they'll be like, oh my god, so and so told me about you, and I'm like, I was like, oh, stop. You know, so it's cute. It's cute.
I mean, it does feel good, right? To say,
yeah.
somebody told me about you. Oh my god.
I'm like, oh my god, someone talked about me.
Yeah.
I have my friend Bree. She's so funny. Because she works at Starbucks. Because I met a lot of them through Starbucks, and she's like, oh my god, some girl came to the drive-thru, and they were like, oh my god, girl, your lashes look so good. And she's like, and she'll be like, oh my god, I showed them your Instagram. I showed them this. Like, she's always telling me. I'm like, Bree, you're so cute. Like, she's
Here's your card.
Here's the card. Here's this. No, she's like my hype man. Like, she's so cute.
But we all need a friend like Brie.
Yeah, we need a Brie. Literally, like I'm telling you, I literally met her through Starbucks. Like
Brie, I know you're watching this.
Yeah, I had lunch with her today, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go. Like, you know, my friend has a podcast that she's doing. She's like, oh my god, send me the video, send me this. Like, I want to watch it. Da, 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 da. So yeah, you guys need a Brie in your life.
We do, and we've talked about it a couple times that like you do need those people that are on your side, and like to stick to those people that
will support you
and believe in you.
She's
shout out Brie.
Seriously, and she's such a strong person too. So yeah, she's awesome. Yeah,
and I think it also like your services, when you're passionate about what you're doing and you're in alignment with yourself of this is what I love to do. First of all, it doesn't feel like work, or maybe sometimes it could feel like work, right? But I also think your work speaks for itself, and that's why people
are attracted to you. Like they find like, you know, like they just find like a way to connect, and they're like, oh my god, like, you know, it's crazy.
I tell her, even her voice.
She's like, you have like the perfect talking voice, and I'm like,
you do.
I told you. But yes, like you don't lose anything by like even like little comments like that, right? Telling people like, oh my gosh, your voice, amazing, right? Like, and I hope that that's what we are inspiring people to do, right? Like you could be a businesswoman, you could be a therapist, and still be complimentary to other people. Like you don't lose anything out of that, right? And again, it is a people skill too. Like living on a hint is not a bad thing.
I posted today, I don't remember the exact percentage, I don't know if you saw my post of Latina businesswoman, Latina business owned.
I'm trying to pull up the receipts, but I can't find my phone.
Businesses, I think it was like 14% of like the U.S. population or something. So kudos to you. Like,
you're part of that 14%.
Let me double check. It's the right percentage.
0.00001.
Let me double check. I'm saying it correctly.
Did you post it on your page or?
Yeah, my page, business page.
And I love that, like people like being like entrepreneurs and like wanting to build like their brand or like just a business. I think that's like such a, because it's not easy. Like it's like something to like respect like a lot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Because there is those times where, like we said, you're slow and you're like shit. Or you have to budget. Like again, they don't teach you a lot of that stuff.
Nothing.
And in school, like us either. There are nearly 2.1 million Latina-owned businesses in the U.S. 14% of all women owned, 42% of Latino owned businesses. 42% Latino, 14% of that is women.
Wow.
That's pretty high actually for the overall
Population, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Now I'm getting all distracted.
I think that that's amazing. Are you the first one in your family to start a business? Are you?
Mhm.
You are. How has that felt? Being the first one.
It's been nice just because I feel like, I'm telling you, like, I feel like it's not very common. I feel like, especially for like Latinos, I think like before it wasn't very common for to build a business wasn't like the thing to do. It was more like, oh, ir a escuela, or like, you know, to do all this stuff, or because originally I was gonna be a nurse. Like that was like what I was gonna be, but again, I was like, my mom was very like, tienes que ir, like you have to go to school and like and I was like, but I don't wanna do that. I'm like, I don't want to do that. So it's definitely been like.
Did you want to be a nurse, or your mom wanted you to be a nurse?
Part of me, I did want to, because growing up, I took care of my grandparents a lot, and like them to me they were like my entire thing. So I think like after losing them, I was like, okay, I can see myself, like I want to take care of people. But then I would hear a lot of people getting into the field for the wrong reasons, and I was kind of like, I don't want to be surrounded by people like who aren't really there for the right reasons, you know? So then I was like, how else can I like take care of people, which is through this. And it's very positive, like, you know, feedback, and like it's just a very like fulfilling thing to do. And I don't see it as work either. Like it's more of like, okay, I gotta go and like talk to people and like, you know, like go do services and stuff. So I don't really see it as like work, you know, which I think is a very important thing to do when you're working, is like to not feel like it's work. So your day goes by like that.
There may be some days where I think you're like, oh my gosh, it's so busy, but then you're like, no, I
yeah.
prayed for this. This is what I wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's really important to have that perspective, because I've caught myself on the days that I'm busy. I'm like, oh my god, how many sessions today? But I was like, no, this is good. This is what you wanted.
This is good. This is what I want. It's what I've been wanting. I've been manifesting it.
Yes.
But then the next week you're like I'm slow. What am I doing wrong? But then you're like, no, it's just a break for me to like re-energize and like be like, put my energy towards that the next week.
How do you balance that? Like, how do you not go from up and down? How do you?
I think because
Like
I have a
how do you get yourself?
emotionally?
How do you not let yourself be like, oh my gosh?
Oof.
Or is that something you're still working on?
I think that's just. I think everyone works on that like the whole time. Again, I don't know. I think surrounding myself with people and like keeping me busy, I think, is like a good thing, instead of me being on my phone and being like, again, what am I doing wrong? Like I look at people's Instagrams, what am I doing wrong? Like, and I'm like, no,
You
put the
catch
phone
yourself.
down. Yeah, I've caught myself a lot of times. I'm like, no, put it down. You're doing fine. Just enjoy your time off. You know. So
Yeah,
that's how I
enjoy
see
your
it.
time off.
Enjoy your time off.
Balance.
You know, it's like other jobs you don't get time off, and I get time off this time. So
Like that TikTok you sent me about the Disney. That the girl went to Disney. She's like, people get mad about my work schedule, but it's not my fault that they didn't go to school.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like that. You're like, I get to have time off
I get to
because
have
I'm building
time
my
off.
own business. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite thing to do? I know it's hard.
I think talking to them, talking to my clients is like my favorite thing.
I would be like popping pimples.
Oh, aside from that, I think extractions are like my favorite.
Right?
So
Well,
what is
even
it that
like
you do, like as an esthetician, I guess. Like, ¿qué consiste eso?
so pretty much an esthetician, you focus on like facials, waxing, brow laminations, lash lifts. It's very like just like enhancing and like, but for me, I offer pretty much all that.
Okay.
So facials, brow laminations, anything to get waxed, lash lifts, even like how you're saying with like the extractions. Like if I'm like doing like a lash lift and I'm like, girl, you got a blackhead. Can I pop it real quick? And I'll just go in and I'll pop that thing like, oof.
Yeah.
So it's Those are good.
It's satisfying.
Are you the
It's
kind of person
satisfying.
that likes to watch those videos, or are you like, that's disgusting?
No, I like to watch
Okay,
them.
me too.
Yeah, and you get stuck there.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh my god, like, is it gonna come out all the way? Like, it's like,
Look
you
at
know?
all the ones that
Like, all the
person
ones around.
has.
Or
Yeah.
I'll be like, what area of the face is that? And I'm like, oh my god.
I know.
Because some you don't even know. Like, they're so zoomed in, you're like, where is it? And you're like, oh damn.
There's so many, and then when they put them on the glove, that kind of grosses me out. Like,
Yeah.
why do they put them
I
on
put
the
it on like a
glove?
little cotton pad.
Have you seen that? They're
Get
like,
away from me, you know?
I'm like, just throw it away.
Yeah.
And then after, what if like you fling it off and it like, you
Lands
know?
on their face or something.
Or on you.
Yeah, true.
Mm-mm.
Like Dr. Pimple Popper, she wears like a.
A shield.
A
No,
shield.
they squirt out at you. In school,
Mm.
the teacher when I had her, she was doing one of this girl. She has like really bad like cystic acne, like bad.
Uh-huh.
They were ready to go. She literally was popping one, and it freaking hit her on the cheek,
Ew.
and I was literally like, "Girl, you're gonna get a pimple." Like that's
Oh my-
disgusting.
What happens? Like, what happens when that? Like, does it?
I mean, you just
is
gotta
it-
go wipe it off. Like,
Is it? What is that? Is it like contagious?
I mean, it's bacteria. That's literally what
Okay.
it is. So it's like I wouldn't be surprised like if you're gonna get a pimple there.
So your skin just absorbs it. Like, it doesn't need to be like an open.
No, because it's kind of like when like if you're doing things like day to day and you touch your face,
Yeah.
it doesn't have
Okay.
to be like dirt on your hands, but like you're touching things, so it's
Yeah.
like you're gonna get bacteria in your face.
So is it bad? Because I'm like a picker.
Mm-hmm.
Is it that's bad?
I'm a picker too.
You're a picker too?
Yeah.
I'm a picker too. I'm just kidding.
I'm a picker too. No, yeah. No, I do it all the time. I try not to.
Part of
but
the picker
it's
club.
part of the. It's just annoying.
Yes.
Like, get off my face.
I get a lot when I'm on my period. I like get some here.
No, yeah, I
And
just
then
end it.
some
So like,
here.
that's when I pick at them.
So what is the proper?
Yeah.
Wait,
wait.
What I like to do is I have this like this kale clay mask, and I'll like put it to dry it out,
Okay.
and then I just dry them out,
Okay.
and then I'll put a patch on
Well, I might be wrong because I'm not obviously the esthetician, but I read that sometimes you need to take that stuff out, or else it won't like heal. Is that a myth?
it. Well, no.
Somebody's like, you need to take it out until you see blood, and that's how you make
No.
sure
Until you
everything's
see
out.
Well, I
blood?
mean, yeah, that everything's gonna be out, but then essentially like the blood, like when you like it'll like accumulate, and then it'll like create like a scab, and you keep opening it, so you're just
Oh.
putting more bacteria into it.
Okay.
That's why when you do like the pimple patches and stuff, it'll peel off like
A layer.
the layer.
Are
Without-
those pimple patches, are they good for us to
If you
use
get the
or
right
no?
ones, yeah.
How do you know
She
which
was
ones are
telling
the
me.
right
I
ones?
told her
I was
last
telling
time
her
I-
that
yeah.
I was like, because a lot of the ones that I get, the ingredients, there isn't like much ingredients in them. So if like I can read what's in what I'm putting on my face, I'm like, okay. Or I even have like that Yuka app,
I love that app.
and I just scan everything.
Yucca?
Yeah, it tells you like
why you
50% bad.
like oh good or
Yeah.
bad, like don't get it or like something. And so I'm
Yeah.
scanning everything
Oh,
at
I have to
Marshall's for
download it.
skincare. I'm like fine, like they're like scanning everything. I'm like okay cool.
yeah, I
It
have
comes
it
in
too.
clutch a lot.
I need to
Basically,
download it.
a lot of the scented stuff is
A
horrible
lot of
for you.
sensitive stuff bad for you.
Yeah, like all the Bath and Body Works, they get zeros. Most of them.
Most of them
Yeah.
do.
It's
Yeah.
so bad.
Go to the skincare section. You'll be there for like an hour.
Really?
Just scanning like things like
I
0,
scan things
100.
and like fuck, I gotta throw it away
Mm-hmm.
because it's so bad for you.
Okay, I have to do it.
Even for food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows you like tortillas, tostadas,
Any drinks
all
that you
kinds of
have,
stuff
like
that.
all
Yeah.
the chips.
Mm-hmm.
Salsa like tapatio, so bad.
So bad for you. It's a
Really?
0.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's so interesting. Like I was sitting at the table and I was from Mom, look, Mom.
This is
Like-
what we're eating.
She's like, I have to go to this store then to buy these tortillas. Like I think at Vallarta they make them fresh. I don't know, one of the
Uh-huh.
stores they make them fresh.
Uh-huh.
She's like, I need to go buy those because yes, you're right. These have a lot of preservatives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I read that things that give you cancer, alcohol, and like deli meats. Those are like the things that most cause cancer.
Interesting.
Isn't that crazy? See how
I
we.
feel like everything
I
just is
was
bad
gonna
for
I
you.
say
know,
everything.
But a nurse said those are the things that
Yeah. You see, my ideal thing is like I want to live in like the UK
because they have no.
because
like-
they have enough.
my friend lives
wrong.
over there and she's like they have no hot Cheetos, they don't have hot fries, and she's
Even like Italy, like there's no
so
fat, there's
clean.
nothing, there's nothing, like everyone's like so like clean and like, even like their skincare and like their body care and like self care stuff, it's all like,
Natural.
So why is Korean
oh my god, I
skincare-
love Korean skincare
why
so
why is
much.
it so much better?
Because it's so simple, like the ingredients are so simple.
Mm.
Like even though you can't read like what's on it because the bottle's like in like they're in the different language, but it's just like and like they know what they're doing. Like literally every one that I've seen that's Asian or Japanese, They have the most beautiful skin. The most beautiful skin.
So it's just cleaner.
It's just
It's
cleaner
more
and
simple.
simple. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the biggest craze, but I
They
never
know what
know
they're
what to
doing.
get because
I recently started using. I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if you have TikTok, but it went viral that the snail mucin, and I switched from like my. Well, first I was using like my American products, like that you could buy at like Sephora, Ulta, whatever, and then wasn't doing anything for me. So then I went to Mexico and I was using baba de caracol, crema baba de caracol, and it was working, but it was so hard because I mean I go to Mexico like 2 or 3 times a year, but no, by the time I need more skincare, it's like
get it. Yeah.
So I saw that was trending and I used it and it has worked like wonders.
What's the brand? Is it like in a frosted jar?
It's the Cosrx, right?
Yes.
Yes, that
Snail
one.
mucin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That actually broke me out.
I've heard a lot of people say that because it's too like oily, or I don't know what it is.
I noticed that it clogged my pores a lot, and I was just getting really bad breakout. And I was like, and me when I hardly break out, and I'm like, oh,
This is
Like,
bad.
get that away from me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, get that away from me. But Mix Soon is a really, really good one.
Take notes, guys.
Yeah, Mix Soon is such a good Korean brand. They have like this one like bean. It's similar texture to the snail mucin, but it's the fermented soybean that they use, and it's literally like you're like rubbing it on, and it's like literally sweeping away. Like you see clumps of your skin.
I love that.
Like
I
coming
need
off.
that.
Coming off.
Wow.
The dead skin.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah, I need that.
Send it to me too.
I'll send it to you guys. Yeah, it's so good. And they have like a whole like glass skin like treatment thing, like of just essences. Their thing is like essences, whereas like
That stuff
toners and
confuses
stuff.
me because like I
Is
know
this one?
SPF is the last step.
Always.
Yeah, but you have to see. There's orders like you have to do like
orders?
serums if you use serums and oils and vitamin C and like
Do you
Yeah.
want to try orders?
Yes.
yeah. Tell us the
So
orders.
typically you would want to double cleanse,
Okay.
and then after you double cleanse, you want to tone. After you tone, you want to apply all your serums. After your serums, you want to do your moisturizer.
Okay.
After the moisturizer is your SPF.
Okay.
At nighttime, if you want to throw in a mask in there, do that after you tone. If you want to throw in an exfoliant, do that after you wash your face before your toner.
But then you can't exfoliate.
But then you can't exfoliate all the
Too
time
often.
because then
Yeah.
you're gonna strip your oils. You know what I mean?
But then I
So why do you
also
have to? Sorry.
Go
why
ahead.
do you have to cleanse twice?
Because essentially your first cleanse is like just like a basic like wash. Your second one is to target anything in your face. Like, you know, they have like vitamin C cleanser, so it's like a brightening one. Or they have like niacinamide, that's to help with like pore size or texture, or like, you know, there's like different ingredients that they focus on different cleansers. So you would want like one just to like kind of get rid of like the dirt from your face, the other one to add back if you need hydration, if you get like dry skin, like after you wash your face and stuff,
like a cleaner, but then a moisturizing cleaner. Got it.
or whatever you need to target with
Yeah.
your face.
It's good to
But
know.
then I also read, or I saw on TikTok, or I don't know where I saw, I don't know, that you can't have more than 2 active ingredients on your face at once. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if I should use this serum or not, because then I'm also, does it counteract the other ones?
I love making little cocktails out of my
Okay, so
serums.
you just
I
like-
just throw on whatever.
Okay, cool.
If I
She
have
has beautiful
if I
skin.
have
I
brightening, if I have
know.
this, I'm throwing it all together. I just love putting stuff on my face.
The more the better.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If
cool.
it makes me glowy, I'm throwing it on.
Okay. Oh my god, and then when you get a facial, she also does like gua sha on you? Gua sha? that's it?
Gua sha.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's so
okay.
nice.
I've never had a facial.
Oh, you need to get a facial.
I've never had a facial.
What?
I've always said like, okay, quiero hacerme uno, but I'm just so scared because my skin is so sensitive. That anytime I research, I call, and then I like chicken out because I'm so scared that I'm gonna break out.
Oh my god.
No, and then she uses this little zapping thing on you, and it kills the bacteria in your face.
Frequency.
But does that make you break out like after you get a facial?
I guess it depends.
Sometimes it does depend. Like if you are very reactive, that will kind of cause them to like kind of like decongesting your face and like detoxifying it. So yeah, it's normal to break out after a facial just because like
It's
the
coming out.
toxins are coming out.
Okay.
So it's not something like, oh my god, they did a horrible job because I'm breaking out now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sometimes the fact that it does uncover stuff that's in your skin that needs to
That
come
needs
out.
to come out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to do it and try it. I'm just scared.
You should.
You should go.
It's
Yeah.
really good.
You're not. I'm gonna find you on Instagram.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's before school, I never had facials, and then when I went to school, and we had to practice, I was like, damn,
I know.
this feels good.
Do you ever feel like I wish I could do a facial on myself?
It's not the same. And they're all like, and they're
So,
just throwing
like, do you
everything
guys massage? Because I've seen on TikTok,
She
like,
fr-
sometimes, like, from your shoulders up, right?
It's
that
so
what it is?
nice.
Yeah?
I'm telling you, I fall asleep.
Mm-hmm.
You will fall asleep.
I don't want to fall asleep. Like when I'm doing it, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so relaxed.
Because she plays music also that I don't really listen
Very
to. It's so
serene
chill.
and just like chill spa music, and I'm just there like all
It's
relaxed
quiet.
and just
Yeah.
It's like a space.
yeah.
You just need to go.
Just a little bubble. You're in a little bubble, you know.
Uh-huh.
And just like when you get out, you're like, damn, I have to get out of here. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't it horrible?
You have to walk back to your
Go
car,
to your
and
car
it's over.
and you're like, damn, that's it.
Now I gotta go home.
But
Yeah.
that-
Because you're right next to the car wash, right?
No, I'm next to.
I don't know. Maybe I explained it wrong.
Oh.
No, she said there's a car wash in front or something.
No, not in front, next to
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh, then maybe I explained it wrong.
it. Okay.
But she's by Ventura High School. You come
Yeah.
down a little bit.
Next to Golden Egg Cafe.
Okay.
It's literally next door.
To the left or to the right?
To the right.
Do you know? Have you heard of what's it called? Tupelo.
Uh-huh.
It's literally next door. It's like that 1-2-story building next to it.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you know what
Did I
I'm
explain it wrong?
Yes,
Did you
yes.
think a whole different place?
You said Thompson, and that's Main Street.
I did say Thompson.
You did say
talking
No, I
about? Or
Thompson.
did.
C word? Did you say C word?
I don't remember
I don't
saying
know.
a street at all.
Yeah, you said Thompson. I was like, oh, okay. I've seen. Okay, now I know
Yeah.
exactly where you're at. Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
But she worked by a car wash there.
Uh-huh.
Because I told her I'm gonna go get my lashes. She's like, yeah, look at the car wash where I used to work at. And I
That
was
was like my first
like,
job.
I was like, there's no car wash here. So maybe I'm horrible with direction.
I'm like, I don't know. Is there? I would have seen the car wash. I would have gone and get my car wash there if that was the case. My car's bad right now.
I'm
But
so
I
sorry.
know.
I'm like,
next,
it's always,
next to Golden
every
Egg.
time
Okay,
every
yeah.
time I want to wash my car, it's gonna rain the next day. So
Oh, I have that look. I have that look all the
yeah,
time.
so I
too.
haven't washed it. Oh my god, probably in months.
I
That's
washed
so
mine
bad.
today because
That's so
it was
bad.
terrible.
Mine's horrible.
I need to wash it. I think I just want a new car, so I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
But you know, we're working on it.
Mhm.
What other questions do you have for her?
um,
I learned so much to even today.
yeah, I didn't know there was an order. I'm gonna have to really. I mean, it seems like I was kind of doing it, except with the sunscreen.
Mm.
I was putting that sometimes before my serum or after, but pretty much
That's like the
months.
final layer
the
of protection.
final layer of protection.
Got
Mhm.
Even when you drive.
On your hands,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like a spray one. I always spray my
Oh.
neck.
What spray one do you have?
Honestly, I forgot the brand. But
Is it Korean?
no,
Have you guys seen the whipped one? It looks like whipped cream.
the vacation one.
Is it
Yeah.
good? Is it good?
No, it just looks so satisfying.
It does. I
To
want to
just
try
squirt
it.
and like
uh-huh.
it's like whipped cream.
You're like,
Yeah, I heard it's a good primer,
interesting.
and I'm like, oh, sunscreen, cool.
I'll have to try it.
It
I heard it
should
sounds
be.
really good.
No, yeah, I know. I
I'm so sensitive with scents. That's
I know,
why
but it looks pretty,
It does.
like
I
whipped
know,
cream.
but I get a headache. Like, if it smells like vacation, I can't wear it. You know that scent, like
yeah,
coconut, and
Mhm.
like, I just can't. Me duele la cabeza.
Yeah.
Which happens as you get older, I guess, because I was not
yeah.
very sensitive.
No, but sunscreen's like
Yeah.
the number one. Like, if someone's not washing their face like with soap, I'm like, as long as you're putting on sunscreen,
Pile it on.
Pile it on, because the sun damages your face like really bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think for me, toner. I think this is my last question, toner, because I've seen some people like,
Yeah.
right? But then I've seen some people clean with it. So
Mhm.
like, is it different kinds of toners?
no, I think just the application you press. It's just your preference.
Should a toner always be pressed?
I like to press it in just
Okay.
because like I've taken a lot of tips from like the Korean skincare side,
Okay.
and they like to like press it in.
Like,
I've seen it. People go like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first you're kind of like, but it's like so watery. Like, how was it gonna stay on your hands? I just.
You know the Claw de Lis one? I don't know if it's good,
Mhm.
but it like stings. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like I don't know if it's a. I think it's a
I haven't tried that
toner,
one.
but it stings.
Mm.
I got it one time in like one of the Sephora sets,
That's-
and I'm like, this stings my eyes.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm apprehensive about toners.
Yeah. I think I like pressing it in more because I don't waste that much product.
Yeah.
Mm.
Whereas on the cotton pad, it's like it just absorbs everything, and then it's like you're
Oh,
barely.
that makes sense.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think just like putting it on, like it penetrates more.
Mm.
It's always good to go to your neck.
To your neck too. That's why I put my
To
sunscreen
go
there.
up.
And to go upwards.
Mhm.
Don't drag down. So you get wrinkles.
I need that one for my mom.
Me too.
Yeah. Like, no te pones así, porque te vas a, you know.
Yeah.
cleaning
Or
your
even the
eyes.
way that you take off your makeup. I remember my mom, when I first started wearing makeup after my quinceañera, like mascara,
Mhm.
I would like rub my eyes
yeah.
like crazy. Be like, no, tienes que ser más gentle con tus ojos, like suavecito, like a
Mhm.
quitarte el rímel. Or when you're washing your face, like I would like dry my face, like no, you pat
pat
it.
dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the new disposable towels that they're selling.
The face
I
rally
haven't
one?
seen
Or no,
those.
the face rally.
There's just
I forgot what they are.
I've
but
seen them on TikTok though, but they're like instead of like always drying your face with like a towel.
a towel. It's like a one-time use towel,
Uh-huh.
and it's like
Oh,
It's like it's
It's like a
textured.
little thread. It's like a little
texture,
thread,
yeah.
like
Oh,
a paper
okay.
towel for your face. You just use
You
it one
throw
time, throw it away
because then you get bacteria
from the
in
other
your towels.
towels.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you use for? Because right now I'm struggling with finding makeup remover wipes. I'm like my last one.
Don't use makeup remover wipes. I'm sorry. What did you? What
What are you
ask? No, yeah.
I was like,
makeup
oh no,
remover
don't
wipes-
say the
don't say
word.
the word makeup remover wipe
How do you
because
remove it? Your makeup.
with a cleansing balm or like an oil or something.
But then the oil will make my lashes fall off. Because they're not supposed to touch.
You don't have
oil.
like a certain like foaming cleanser.
Yeah, I clean my lashes with the the
Mhm.
foam cleaner, but oil, if it touches lashes, que no
The
se
adhesive?
se cae.
Mm-hmm. I have heard
Just
that.
don't wash your eyes with that.
Don't rub your eyes with it. Like clean your lashes with just like the foam,
Yeah.
and then do the rest of your stuff with the
Oil?
oil.
Or like the bombs. Have you seen those?
The
They're
bombs
supposed
are
to
better.
make
It's like
melt.
it melts in your hands.
What's a bomb? Like.
It's like solid, so like
Uh-huh.
viene in like a little like. a
It's like
little-
como vaselina. It's
Uh-huh.
not vaselina, but it's like almost that texture.
Yeah,
I've never seen those.
You
I don't
haven't?
even know what you guys are talking about.
it's literally like think of like a body butter, but for your face.
And it melts off.
And just
like you go like
melts.
that and it
It,
just takes
yeah.
it off.
Really? Never
Mhm.
seen that. Where do you guys buy that or find that?
What's your
Target.
favorite? You tell her.
My favorite, I like the Naturium. I think it's like the ginseng.
They sell it at Target. Do they have it
face
at
balm.
Target or is it
Mhm.
online?
It's a cute little
Tag
purple
me.
like.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't use makeup wipes, girl.
Okay. Good to know.
Why?
Yeah.
You
Why
give
not?
yourself little micro tears, and you're gonna give yourself
I didn't even know that part.
wrinkles because you're like
Really?
dragging, like you're pulling your face. You know. Don't do
Oh.
that.
I didn't even know that. What about my cellar water? Is that bad?
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just get the right one. You get just scan and find the good one. Mhm.
But then you would still have to use the
No, because you go with your hands. It's like
with your hand.
creamy enough that it
The
doesn't.
micellar water?
No, the.
Oh, the balm.
Oh yeah, but the
No, I'm
micellar
talking
water.
about-
Oh, the
Yeah.
micellar water on a cotton pad, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just swipe up. And they're very like concentrated, so like it'll come off.
Okay.
But it's so like. So how do you not create tears with that? And you do.
Because the cotton pads, the towels are like, it's like there's like fibers in it, so it's like more woven. Whereas
Uh-huh.
the cotton pad is just like
Mm,
all
softer.
Softer, yeah. So you're not like tearing your skin.
That's good to know.
Mhm.
Okay.
I didn't know about the tears. I just was like, you're
Mhm.
pulling your skin, but I.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously more trash for the world.
Yeah.
But
And you
Yeah.
irritate your face more with the towel with the wipes.
and that's why you double cleanse. For example, then you just do the makeup
Mhm.
wipes.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't. Sometimes it leaves it
Yeah,
there.
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
So
do
the first one is like
face.
if you have makeup or
Yeah.
oil or dirt, just take it off after you
Okay.
follow.
Double
like,
cleanse in the morning or at night?
I like at night.
What do you do in the morning?
Just like I'll do like my micellar water because it's not
Okay.
also not good to wash your face all the time.
Yeah.
So I
What's
don't
all the time?
like
Like-
morning and night.
Oh.
Yeah. So I usually like at night is like my more like intense
Extensive.
like skincare routine, and then in the mornings more like of like a follow up. Like okay, I did it last night. I didn't do it. I wasn't outside or nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have to wash your face again. It's just some micellar water, toner, and then just layer everything else.
I have to try that.
I know.
Yeah.
Sunscreen even when you don't go out the house or no?
Robin?
Sunscreen even when you don't leave the house? Yes or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Girl, I have like 3 bottles of what I use. Like I have one in my purse. I have one in my car. I have one in my
I know I need to have one in my car.
Yeah, me too.
I have them everywhere.
Even when I'm trying to remember, even when I get my nails done to have it, because you know,
Because
you
of
put it in
the
the
light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's crazy. Some people have gloves to dry
To
it.
dry them. And people like will have like for the nails will cut off
Excuse
like the tips, and they'll
I
dry
have some
them.
of those actually.
Oh,
But then I'm like, I don't want to look dumb. But no, I'm not dumb for
not
wanting to
dumb.
protect
You're taking
my
care of your
I
skin.
show up to my nail
Yeah.
appointment.
You're like, I have to have these on.
I need protection.
no.
I spoke
Yeah.
to my esthetician.
She said I need to protect my skin.
Yeah.
Self-care.
No, I do have them too because I bought them when COVID and I was starting to do like gel-X.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I need to wear these, but
Yeah.
I don't take them, but I should. I'm
You
going
should,
to.
yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, try that out
I am.
and see how you like it.
Yeah.
I feel like you'll notice a huge difference in your skin.
I'm gonna try it and see how that works out for me.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So many good tips. See,
Right?
I didn't. It's little things that you don't think until you start talking. That you're like, oh
Uh-huh.
yeah, little things like that.
Yeah, and I love skincare. I'm telling you,
Look at me.
it's so fun.
That's so exciting.
I-
And she
excited.
does. I love
Yeah.
it.
Amazing. Well,
Yeah.
we don't want to keep you here too long, but
Yeah.
expose all the secrets. Huh? You guys should go see her. She is amazing, as you see. She's clearly passionate about it.
Yes,
So,
I love it.
again, thank you so much for
Thank you for
coming
having me.
to talk
Having
to
me.
us and
Thank
educate
you.
us.
Yes.
Anytime. Anytime.
Yay!
Thank
you
you.
guys.
We'll add her apps right here, her
Yes.
socials, so you guys can follow her, book through her
Ventura County.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. I
She's
got
good.
you guys.
She's good. She has a seal of approval.
Like, yes.
Yes. Well, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in our next session.
Adios.